Yeah, so Shayla's here. I'm glad that you are here and I can explain you a little more because, as you know, I know that a lot of you are actually got confused because you start getting emails that your ads are rejected and you weren't sure what's happening, even if your ad is turned off for a long time. So that's the actually thing here, because Facebook reviewed all the ads that you created, let's say, um, for 6 months ago, but that's not something that you should worry. I'll show you now the thing. How can you update your ad to make sure that will work according to Facebook rules? So actually, we just need to follow some steps, and everything will work fine. So I'll start now. How to update your rejected ad, and my colleague Ivana will show you how to create ad from scratch. Uh, if you decide to create ad yourself to know how to do it. So yeah, I have our client Roy, who decided to actually he said it's okay to share his account, so I'll share his account now, and I'll show you how to do it. So yeah, I'll start sharing, just a sec. I think that you can see my screen now. Krista, let me know if you can see.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, okay, then I can start. So yeah, we have now case we created by your ad with new rules, and it's active. This client had one old ad, and it says it's rejected. It's usually says ad set errors. So when you open your ads manager on campaign level, I think that's something you're familiar if you're using Facebook ads. So yeah, the thing is, just under the name, you need to click edit button. So the first thing here on campaign level, this is called campaign level, we need to make sure to turn on special category ads. This is on the first part. Once we turn on this button, we just need to declare it as housing. So for real estate, because I believe all of you are on this part, and we just need to declare it as housing. So this is actually the most important part, where we are turning on special ad categories, but we need to follow a couple of rules to make sure that we can continue. It also says here that we need to update some ad sets to make sure everything works fine. So on campaign level, I turn this on and I'm moving forward to ad set level. This is the
just to interrupt you, just as some may have questions surrounding this, do you know what Facebook is doing with those different categories? Is it going to affect the ad quality or the placement of those ads? Do you know any background information as to why they're now segregating these different types of ads into categories?
Yeah, so why is Facebook doing this? It's actually, even if you decide housing or something else, it's the same thing. Why is Facebook doing this? Because they think real estate is something that's a sensitive topic. They think that people are sensitive when they're trying to buy a home or sell a home. That's the part also about their credits or employments or similar. So they think that's something that's personal, and we should not be so detailed in that part, and we should not discriminate in that part. That's something they are promoting as their, let's say, model to help everybody be on the same level. It's something that goes with discrimination on ages, on gender level, and that's the thing actually. Why is this happening at all?
Okay. And are the agents still with, when they're selecting those categories, and you may not have gotten to this yet, we have a question here from Mitchell. He's asking, yeah, are they still able to farm specific areas? Like if they're running a seller campaign in this case, some agents only farm specific neighborhoods within a city, are they still allowed to do that?
Well, actually, this is the thing here. This is something that affects these types of ads. Right now, Facebook, when it comes to geographic targeting, we can target city or neighborhood, but with 15 miles of radius or 25 kilometers. So that's the thing here. But what we found out that would be the easiest way to avoid that radius, because to make sure it works, we need to add radius, that's for sure. But we can also exclude some areas. So that's the thing we do. We set city plus radius and then exclude around it to make sure it's not affected. I know this sounds confused, but I can show you this part now because I'm on now a targeting level, and I can show you how to try to not affect that broad area. So I think also one thing that's specific for geo-targeting is that we can't use postal codes anymore. I know this one was of the easiest way to target, but right now we can't use postal codes. But that's actually not too bad. We can still figure it out with cities, neighborhoods, or similar. So that's not really something to worry about too much. If anyone else has some questions, I can answer now, or I can continue with showing this targeting part.
Yeah, just continue, and then we can even try it as like Brampton and finding a sub neighborhood of Brampton and how that would actually look in that.
Yeah, we can try that with Ivana, and yeah, I just do now updates, and Ivana will actually do something from scratch. We will help her with those steps to try something. So yeah, right now I'm on ad set level. This is the part where you choosing your budget and actually targeting options. This is audience part, and this is the thing where we should start. So on a location, you see this is Brampton plus 25 miles radius. This is accepted by Facebook because it's 25. As I said, it has to be 15 miles minimum. So this is something that works. I can show you quickly how you can, for example, let's say it's on 15 miles and you don't want to target this part of Toronto, let's say. You can drop a pin, let's say on Toronto, and on this part, let's say, okay, this is something that Facebook changed again. We can't exclude it anymore because so this is actually a new thing that changed in these few days. And as I know from our experiences from our clients, this is something that's not too much. Even if we choose city directly, or you can choose with point. That's also one of the ways you can target with 15 miles minimum here too. Is that Facebook is focusing on that city more than on the radius. I know we did also seller ads, and they are getting leads in that city, and I know it's something that we can't be detailed anymore, but I know we always need to stay on the top of the updates with Facebook to make sure that your ad, our ad, are working actually. So you can decide whether you like to choose city plus radius, or you can just drop a point and
can you do
choose
it on like when you're doing a location, say like, can you do like the community plus 15-mile radius?
Yeah,
like,
you can.
there's like a community in Brampton.
If you have any example, I can
Yeah, I'm
start.
just, if anyone can post in the chat a known community in Brampton. So we can test it out at least.
Yeah, it's just some, let's say.
It does it auto pops for you, right? So.
If someone has some example
Oh, that's
of.
North York. Yeah, I'm just trying to see.
Yeah, of course, I'm
If
here.
there's.
North York. Let's try to type it.
Vales of Castlemore is a communities in. Brampton, Ontario, the third one down. That's a place.
Yeah, we can, for example, there aren't going to be every community. Maybe if you try to type it or something, in this case we have it, and it's still with the radius, of course. But if you can't find your community, you can always use this drop pins option. You just need to find it.
Okay, like zoom right in and then just drop it at that marker.
Yeah. So you just click drop, and you see this is now turned on. And for example, you can also zoom in to make sure that you're not using wrong part. And let's say you want to target this area here, and it will be automatically clicked. So that's something you can use in any case when you can find exact communities or cities that you need to target.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll move to ages part, and I know that a lot of us always try to make sure that we're targeting proper ages, but right now our rule is to target from 18 to 65 plus. So you see this is error here because this old ad had 25, and I just need to click 18 and this will work again.
Okay, so we can't then like pick an age demographic that's more likely to be buying or selling. It's just the ad.
No,
okay.
No, fortunately not. This actually started before this special category thing. Before we had option to target people that are likely to move somewhere, and that was the easiest way to approach them. But now we are using our ways to. So yeah, we need to use ages from 18 to 65 plus, and that's just it, and we just need to stick. Also, when it comes to gender part, it's still all, you can choose anything else. And this is the part with detail targeting. When you click edit, the new thing here is we can't exclude people anymore. For example, we used to exclude some realtors, real estate agents, and people who are familiar with your jobs to make sure that we don't spend money on them. And now we can't exclude them. But I know it's different, but we're still moving forward with this. Leads are coming, so that's not something.
Has it impacted the cost per lead? Have you seen it impacting anything, Selah?
To be honest, not actually. We had ads that are performing really good. Maybe seller ads on some points are getting higher, to be honest, but it's still something that maybe is in phase of learning phase. Let's say this rule started on December 3rd. Yeah. So this is something new, and we're still finding the ways, but it's going good. And when it comes to buyer ads, I must say that they are still performing great with lower cost per lead. So this is something that I'm glad it's it, and we don't need to worry about this part. But yeah, for some type of ads, it could be potential that in some points are maybe higher. But I hope, I know this is new, this will go back as what it is. when it comes to results.
Okay.
And yeah, so about detailed targeting, I have a note here. I know that we can't exclude, but what we can use is we can use some maybe general interests, let's say. For example, if you want to target, let's say, Remax, people who are interested in Remax, it's probably they will not allow you to use this because it's something that's too much detail to them. But if you want to target people who are interested in real estate agents or similar, that's something that we can use. Let's say I'll try to explain you how can you know if you're right or not. So I'll type real estate agent, and if Facebook is, let's say, offering real estate broker, and if it you see on the right side, you see special ad categories. This is the part where Facebook will tell you if you are wrong or not. If you are wrong, let's say I'm trying to type this. I hope we can find it to see if this way Facebook actually removed it. For, let's say, what can we try to type? Maybe yeah, Facebook will allow this, but it's usually maybe Facebook already removed some too detailed parts. But if you type something and it's wrong, you'll know on this right side, it will tell you with red words, it will tell you like you can't use this type of targeting. So you just can click on the right side to remove it actually, and Facebook is okay. Let's move on.
A hard time there.
Yeah. Okay, Facebook is sabotaging me. So yeah, if you need to remove it, you just need to click on the right side X and to remove it again. So this should be it actually. This is the part that was causing the issues and the reason why your ad was rejected. So there are two simple steps. First one is on campaign level to turn on your special ad category. I'm going back here just to, this is the first part. And on the ad set level, audience part, where we needed to follow geographic rules, ages, gender, and to take care of detail interest part. And you just need to click on this part, publish, to make sure that you update your ad. And after you click here, publish, you can move to your ad level in case it needed to be published here and also here. So that's something that when you click publish, Facebook will move to review status, and you'll see on this part. On this part, you'll see it's in review, and after that, everything will work fine as usual. So you should not worry anymore. And that's the also thing. If you have some old ads that are turned off for a long time, and you don't want to use it anymore, then you don't need to update this, because in any case it's turned off and you're not spending any money on this, even if it's rejected. That's something that was unusual from Facebook, to reject something that's turned off for a long time. But just to confirm, you won't spend any money. It's turned off for a long time, even if it's rejected. So that's something that you can have in your case. This case was for people who wants to run ad again and to make sure they can update their part to work continue with active ad, actually. Yeah. And the next step, the next people who wants to create ads in the future, but wants to make sure that they follow all the rules, Ivana can help how to create a special category ad from the scratch. So Ivana, if you're here,
Yeah,
you can switch. So if you have any questions after this, you can ask now, or even I can continue and you can ask later, whatever works for you.
There is a question here by Christy Chan. So she's saying we were able to upload our database and set a special ad category, add to that audience. I created the same ad with a lookalike audience to that database and it was rejected. Can you go over the lookalike audience, or if it's available?
Yeah. So yeah, for example, this is the part where you use your custom audiences or your saved audiences. The new rule is that you can't create lookalike audience in the audience section anymore. So you're probably seeing that error. Is they excluded that option to create lookalike audience as usual. They are offering right now on this account, we don't have any custom audience, so I can show you, but the new rule is when you choose your custom audience here, there will be a possibility of lookalike audience. For example, I'll just go quickly to show the difference. Before this, there was, you see, section audiences, and this was the place where you create your custom audience. For example, if you're using retargeting options, or I don't know, let's say, I'll switch now to, so yeah, you can't create lookalike audience here anymore. They will give you a lookalike error, but I can actually share with, I can record some tutorial about this and share with you. I can share also on Facebook group if you're there, of course, because this is something that's different topic, and I want to make sure to show you everything, and I'll record it for you, no worries. And yeah, it should be continue with.
Yeah, unless anyone has any more questions, we'll continue to move on. I hope that helped with you, Christy. So basically, Sayla will create a video kind of covering that topic of lookalike audiences and what have you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's something that's interesting thing, because with your custom audience and lookalike audience, you can target people who already visited your site if you have Facebook Pixel, and also create lookalike audience who are potential that will like your something that you offer. So yeah, I'll record separate video, no worries.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So are we going to continue now with ad creation?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Am I sharing the screen? Can you see it? No?
Not yet.
Yeah, it says there is an error. I'm not sure.
It's not letting you share?
I'm having problem with sharing the screen.
You can try now because she stopped sharing her screen. You should be able to now.
Yeah, I know, but
Sorry, guys.
sorry, there's something wrong with the connection.
Try.
I can, if it doesn't work, I can try to.
Yeah, can you access and then I'll talk over you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. It happens.
I
of
was
course.
sharing screen just today. Fine.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll share screen. You can give more insights on this and navigate me. Just a sec. You see my screen now?
Yeah, I see your screen. So we are going to create ad for ad from the scratch, so you can see exactly where you have to mark that special category button on the ad, on the toggle button, and what steps you need to take from the beginning. So when you enter your Facebook profile, you go to the ads manager. It will be in your upper left corner, the button, and then you will access the ads manager page where we are now. So what we do is click create to start creating a new campaign. Right now, here is the objective. We use it for lead generation mostly, so we will select lead generation as well for this showing. You should name your campaign so you could easily find it later and you know what that ad was for. So maybe when you create it, you use something more specific in the title of the campaign, ad set and ad. Then click continue. So right now we are on our first step where we have to turn on this toggle button that says special ad categories. So when we turn it off, we need to select which is that special category ad. For us, it's housing on the third box. This one means that you won't discriminate anyone based on their gender, their location, and their age when you set up your ads for housing. So Facebook did this just to eliminate possibility of discrimination for, let's say, people from wealthier areas are not in the same position and as the one in not so wealthy areas. So everyone should have the same possibility of finding their home, and that is why the Facebook is doing this. It's trying to be equal for everyone. So we selected this and then we go next. Now we are going to the ad set category, and we are choosing right now our Facebook page. You can see it here that it's already chosen at Toronto Real Estate because we already did ads with this account, so it recognizes it. Next one is the budget. So we have a selected budget of, was it 200 or $20?
Yeah, I'll just do it for test now.
Okay,
No worries. Yeah.
For $5. Starting date would be today, and you won't want to select any date if you want your ad to go further on. Right now we are on the audience section. So this is what Sheila was telling you about on the previous showcase. We can't use audience that we already saved for the ads. That is one of the things that has changed when we click the special category ads. So right now we have to create our new audience, selecting area that we want our ad to show. And as Sheila said earlier, it has to be at least 25 kilometers or 15 miles radius. So this is going to be for Toronto, or?
It's, let's say Toronto this time, but
Or we
whatever
can,
you need.
or we can, you can try to use pinpoint also, as Sheila showed you, to maybe make the algorithm to show it more to that specific area where you drop that pin.
Yeah, of
but
course.
you won't be able to go, you won't be able to go any less than 15 miles or 25 kilometers.
Let's say I can drop it in this part.
Or shall I? Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll remove, I can remove now. I'll remove Toronto now.
Yeah. Yes,
and
yes.
I leave 225 kilometers, which is 15 miles approximately. Yeah.
Right now you can see that everything is fine because when you don't follow those new rules, you will have in upper right corner under the special ed categories tab, you will show, it will show you the error if there is an error. So right now we've selected the area that complies with Facebook rules. We are moving on to the age. You see now you don't have the option of editing anymore. So everything stays the same, 18 to 65 plus, as well as for gender, where all is selected and there is no edit button anymore. So as far as detailed targeting goes, we can't exclude anybody anymore in reference to that discrimination policy, but we still can include specific interests. If you are, let's say, selling detached homes or condos, you can type in condos. So it will search, Facebook algorithm will search for people who have interests in condos and stuff similar to that.
Yeah, very nice. It's harder to wait for.
Yeah. You see it,
Yeah.
it says condominium, so you can click
Yeah.
on it and then it will show you it will show your ad to the people who shown interest in condominiums. So in this way, you can also type real estate, you can type family home, you could type holiday home, house, and specific things like that that you want to include. So the people who shown interest in those specific topics are going to be shown with the ad. So next thing, when we selected our interests, we go to our placements. Usually for these tests and as we do automatic placements, if you have specifically, if you want to show your ad only on Instagram, you can select Instagram by selecting manual placements and then clicking the box next to the Instagram and unclicking the box next to the Facebook. So right now we are going to leave it on automatic placements for best performance. And then we go next because we see here in special eds category upper right, we didn't have any warnings of error. Right now, this is the part where you actually create your ad. So for this one being test ad, we just use templates that have been used here before. Let's say it's a seller ad for homes, buyer ad for homes under 900,000. Is it okay, Shayla, or?
I'll just type it as example, but of course, if you decide to create ad on your own, you can always reach out. We can share with you. We have some written instructions and also stock images that are free to use. So just let us know. We can also share this after webinar, but right now I'll share some more.
So as you can see, as Shayla types, this primary text will be shown on top of your ad, on top of the visual for your ad. So this is the first thing that your audience will see. So you want to make sure to draw their attention with specific wording, choosing specific wording for their interests.
This is just example.
So if you're targeting sellers, you can say attention sellers, or if you're targeting buyers, attention buyers, and then some specific price ranges. Not too much text because only 3 lines of text are shown in this first part without clicking see more button.
We can, let's say this is part with headline, just to note that we can say get a list of homes in your area.
And you see this text is typing below the picture, below the visual of the ad.
Yeah.
So this is call to action button. Learn more. You choose learn more because It's the most common one, most used.
Yeah, it's the best performing, I think, based on our previous examples.
Yes, yes.
Learn more performs the best. Yeah, and also this part, when you see media and edit is something that you can click change and decide to choose another image. You can click upload to use it here, for example.
You can upload from your own device.
I just found some example image and it's loaded.
Here is where you can adjust it, and then you can see it, it's shown in your ad.
You can turn off this blue button because it crops your photo. Yeah.
So this is basically how your ad will look to your audience. Right now, we have to create the form. This is the important part. It's because what your future leads should fill in and how you will get their info. So you click the button create form and you name your form. It's buyer ad.
We use
This part, yeah, you leave this more volume, yes, and then go further. You don't want this intro, so we are removing it. And now we can jump to the questions. So these are the questions that your leads should fill in, giving you their full name, email address, and phone number. So you want to drag and drop full name on the top, email, and then add category, contact field, and select phone number.
This is initial info we actually need for you to be saved in CRM, and it's not too much, but still get the most important info to have.
And the only thing I'm going to add from the training side, CRM side of things, is when you guys are creating your ads, you always have to create a new form for each ad.
Yes.
You can't,
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Across all of your ads, it always has to be a new form in order to integrate into this system and assign that lead to the appropriate campaign, depending on what that specific ad is for. So just always make a fresh form for each ad you're running.
Yeah,
Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Crystal. Exactly, because if you type the same name for the form, it can then in the system make a confusion and draw you some other info that doesn't relate to this specific ad, and you want system to know what you're doing. So just make sure every time to create new form, they're all the same, but they have to be named differently so the system knows where to pull info from.
Yeah, also if you need, sorry, just one note, if you need the same looking form, but you don't want to spend time to creating from scratch, you can just click duplicate, and on the duplicate, just change the name to know that that's your new ad. But I'll show you after we finish with this one, of course.
Yes. So we have here full name, email, and phone number. What is important next is to enter a description, actually something that will communicate to your audience what they can find out if they fill the form. So fill the form and get list of all homes in your neighborhood.
Yeah, well, let's say this time, but you can decide whatever works best for you.
Yes, so this is on your personal basis what you want to say, but the point is that you have to know, you have to tell your leads what information are you asking and why. So fill out the form and get list of homes in your inbox. Now we have to connect privacy policy. So every time you do this, you have to connect privacy policy from your website. And
yeah, I can pull now so we can finish everything.
Yes.
Because it's now on my side, but we need to, where you use your policies actually from your website on the on the bottom for our client now. And because we use buyer ads, we use a website from that's lead gen, but of course, if it's a seller ad, then we can use from brand website. But right now I'm scrolling down and opening privacy policies website and need to copy this.
So you just copy the URL from privacy
to,
policy and paste it into the box here. That is the link. Now your privacy policy is linked to your ad.
Yeah.
We don't need to put in any more text, so you can just skip that one and go to completion. So this is just the goodbye message for the end. Thank you, you're all set. You can now view, you can adjust this to your own ad set. So if you are seller ad, now you can see this, or buyer ad, you can see that, whatever works for you.
Yeah, we can say, for example, please check your inbox for all. For example, yeah. But also what we do is offer them to check your website actually, so we can.
So you want to drive them to your website, and for this we are going to put in the website link in the third box below.
Yeah, we choose call to action.
We can change call to action button.
We use view website, but you can also call directly. Yeah. And let's say.
So as you can see, as Shayla is typing, the CTA button is changing. So you can see now, all listings will be the call to action button. And finally, we add link from the website. So it's your home. Home website is now connected to the form as well.
Yeah, and you can turn back here on these arrows to check how your ad form looks like in the end.
So if everything looks fine to you, you just go publish. And this means that your form will be published. You see now it's showing here buyer ad form. So Shayla, if you want to show them maybe how to duplicate it right now. So you have this button here. If you don't want to type the form all over again, you can just duplicate it, clicking on that button. And here you can see it's already changed its name to copy, but now you can change it all together and save it like that.
Let's say, for example.
That's the new form now, even if it's the same.
Yeah, it looks same, but just to make sure that when you're connecting in your CRM, it's different. This way your integration works properly and you can receive leads without any issues.
And after you finish this, obviously everything is set up. We don't have any errors that is reporting because we followed every step for special ed category and we did everything that we needed. So we can hit publish now and you can see it's already in the draft. So now it takes Facebook maybe 5 to 10 minutes to review it and your ad will start.
Yeah, this says in your view, and once active, you'll see active. I'll turn off this now to make sure that, but this is actually how to do it. Yeah.
If you have any questions, regarding these steps, you can ask now if you want. Or if there is anything that's not clear that we can maybe explain a little bit further.
Yeah, I would just like to say that you should not worry about this, and we try to help to update for lots of clients, but we also recorded a quick tutorial on this, and just to make sure to let you know that you should not worry, this will continue with working as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we had so many rejections in the beginning because it's also automated process within the Facebook. So when they hit that, all ads were rejected, even ones that were edited. It was just a glitch on their side, and it happens when you make an updates on such large systems as Facebook is. So it takes some time to just adjust and everything to settle down nicely. And from now on, you shouldn't have any problems with edited ads or rejected ads. But if you do, please contact us. We will be here to help you.
And Jim has a question here about an automated process that AgentLocator does. So yes, Jim, if you are on the automated lead gen platform itself, you have the ability to fully automate these leads into your CRM system. So if they fill out your form on Facebook, those leads automatically, like instantly feed into your CRM system, as well as you can have it set up so that they're receiving listings right away as well. So if you're running an ad, let's say, you know, condos in Toronto, you know, priced under 600,000, you can have it set up so that those individuals, as soon as they enter the system, they're already set up. They've received listings in Toronto for condos under 600,000.
Yes, yeah. That is why it's so important to mark that form so the system can recognize it, CRM can recognize it, and your leads are fed to the right place.
Yeah. Yeah, so AgentLocator does do ads, but there's definitely a lot of people that know how to run ads. It's just a matter of learning how to set it up with your system. Absolutely. So it's whatever's, you know, whatever your situation is, whether you just need help setting it up in your system and understanding that, because once you understand how to do that, it's pretty straightforward.
Yes.
But if you're like, you know, I just want to work the leads, you figure out, you guys get them in there. We do that as well, of course. And then Melanie has a question. So she's struggling a bit. Her ad was created with the steps shown, but we still had her ad rejected. We have no idea how to fix the issues. We added the special ad category as per instructions. So Melanie, what I would do is go back and check your radiuses to see if you've only targeted that specific city, if you need to add a radius even, if you haven't done that, as well. And then making sure you don't have any like specific categories or audiences where you're targeting too specifically. Check those. And then of course, if that still isn't working, by all means, just reach out to support at agentlocator.ca and they will direct your ticket accordingly and help you with that process.
Also, please take a good look at your upper right corner, because Facebook lists you the list of problems why your ad has been rejected. Mm-hmm. So if it's radius, if it's age, if it's gender, or specific interests in audience, it's something they will always list it for you. But if any of that doesn't work, definitely contact us.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Does anyone else have any questions before we go? Just so you guys are aware, this was being recorded, so it will be available on our YouTube channel. You guys can always subscribe to that channel, so whenever there is a webinar or anything we add, we typically either add, you know, webinars, live dialing sessions, you know, anything that would be imperative or useful to our clients. So then you would actually get a notification if you subscribe, if something's new been added. And yeah.
Also, you can look for our Facebook groups, lead generation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lead
on
conversion,
Facebook, yeah. And lead conversion. and join us because we share a lot of really interesting tips and useful advices regarding everything digital and everything real estate here. So please find us on Facebook and join our group.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, I think that's it for today. I don't see any other questions. If you guys do have any questions, feel free to reach out to our team. We'd be happy to answer them directly. Aside from that, thank you, ladies, Seela and Ivana, for hosting.
Anytime.
A lot of people that were, hit with this change on Facebook, because they're always loving to change things on us. Can't make it just simple and streamlined, or whatever it is. It's always got to evolve and change, and it's always a headache whenever Facebook changes something. It's never a simple adjustment. It just
That's so right. Yes, you're so right, Crystal. Never ever was it easy.
Yeah, it's never an
No,
easy.
that's our job to make sure that we are on top of updates. Because this happens lots of time. Yeah.
It's great to have people that do this day in and day out. So when they do make tweaks like this, it's again like some webinars like this that helps our clients or our individuals kind of navigate and learn how to fix those issues for sure.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks everyone for popping in today. And
thank you, guys.
hope you have a great rest of the week and weekend, and see you on the other side.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
Alrighty. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.